So you got Pont de Alma on your right-hand side. On the other side of Pont de Alma, you have the Eiffel Tower. On the left-hand side, you have Trocadero Fountains. From Trocadero Fountains, you then have Palais Chaillot. Palais Chaillot was built to not obstruct the view of General Foch to the Eiffel Tower. At Palais Chaillot, that place you just were, that's where Adolf Hitler came and danced on the steps. Looking at the Eiffel Tower on your right-hand side, the Iron Lady. The Iron Lady stands at 326 meters tall. If you look through the Iron Lady to the back, you'll see a black tower. That black tower is Montparnasse. That's the tower that we will climb tomorrow when we do Paris Plus. So 100 years after the French Revolution in 1889, they had a competition of who was going to, well, not in 1889, but it was supposed to be finished by 1889. Who would create the new gateway to Paris. At the time, there was something known as the World Fairs. And the World Fairs was a very strange part of our history, where cities were opening themselves up because they saw the profits that could be made with tourism. They wanted people to come to their cities. So the Eiffel Tower was the gateway into the World Fair, and that was in 1889. The Eiffel Tower is walk underneath, but then someone drove a car underneath with a big bomb in it whilst I was here. And it was all over the news. And my family was panicking at home saying, "Brando, get away from the Eiffel Tower, they're gonna blow it up." The French police were all out. I was working for Contiki. The office called me and said, "Get your passengers away from the Eiffel Tower right now." And I was just standing there and I was like, I don't know if this is real. I'm just standing here. It's fine. And no boom boom didn't happen.
The Eiffel Tower, locally named as Iron Lady, one of the most recognized structures in the world, the second tallest human man-made structure in Europe. At first, it went from a hated temporary structure meant to be demolished, but saved by its role as a secret military radio antenna during the World War I. Pont des Invalides is the lowest bridge traversing the Seine River.
C'est aussi une agréable loisir avec les vedettes de Paris. Museum de Quai Branly, inaugurated in 2006 by Jacques Chirac, a former French.
The Passerelle d'Abbey is a historic metal footbridge popular for viewing the Eiffel Tower at night. It was built for pedestrian only.
On the left, with the columns, there is a museum. It is the Contemporary.
The Pegasus golden statues in Pont Alexandre III symbolize friendship between France and Russia.
A single arch. Today, it is normal for a bridge, but back in the day, back in 1900, it was an engineering revolution. The use of a single lift. There is the best point of view in Paris of the Grand Palais, with the bridge.
The Pont Alexandre III is the most famous single-arch bridge in Paris, known for its extravagant golden statues and detailed sculptures. The Grand Palais is a testament of French art's innovation and resilience. Light-filled bridge between century elegance and modern.
The square, it is the obelisk, the oldest monument of Paris. It is a 3,000 years old monument from Egypt. Et à droite, en silence, c'est l'Assemblée nationale.
The National Assembly is the lower house of bicameral parliament.
Big museum, it is the Orsay Museum. Musée d'Orsay, à droite, l'ancienne station de train.
The Museum d'Orsay. It transformed from a railway station into a world-class museum, housing the largest collection of Impressionist and post-Impressionist masterpieces. The Louvre Museum, began as a medieval fortress built around 12th century, later converted into a royal palace, and eventually became the world's largest art museum. The Mona Lisa, as we all know, is located in this place. The painting wasn't famous until it was stolen by a worker in the museum because he believed Mona Lisa belonged to Italy. The 2 years disappearance made Mona Lisa a global sensation upon its recovery. Notre Dame is a cathedral of Our Lady of Paris. It is a living masterpiece of restoration. It was built in 12 centuries and never-ending restoration. It houses numerous significant religious and historical artifacts such as the crown of thorns, worn by Jesus Christ during crucifixion.
Most famous ice cream maker of Paris. Sous le combat, c'est le moment de faire un petit vœu. And if there is someone next to you, and if you want to kiss the person next to you, do not hesitate under the bridge. It helps for the wish. J'espère que vous avez l'occasion de parler avec ces bouquinistes qui sont tous très passionnés, des vendeurs de livres anciens de la Inspire. De ville de Paris avec une architecture Renaissance. Et juste en face de l'hôtel de ville, eh bien c'est la place de la Grève. Cette place a donné the square. You know, in France, we are famous for the social movements. And the name of the social movement is coming from the name of the square. It is like the social movement, the Grève. Many uprisings in the past in Paris, like the Commune de Paris in 1871. The Grève Square, like the social movement. Avec le pont Notre-Dame, les anciennes de Paris. On the left of the bridge, behind the trees, there is the oldest clock of Paris, with some blue and gold, the oldest clock of Paris, there since 1370.
Pondicherry was the primary royal residence of the King of France. In 14th century, transformed into prison after King moved to the Louvre. In 17th century, Pondicherry became an antechamber of death, where the Queen Marie Antoinette were imprisoned waiting for her execution.
Now we are going back to the starting point. On the Seine River, you will have a very nice view of the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is also the Iron Lady. She is the strongest lady of Paris, and you will discover at the end of the cruise why she is the strongest lady of Paris, the Iron Lady.